Hi, I'm Faith in Literacy, and I'd like to first thank you for having me involved in this year's TikTok homeschooling conference about curriculum. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Faith in Literacy, and I am an educator with over 25 years of experience in the field of education. As an early childhood teacher, an elementary school teacher, a teacher of the deaf and hard of hearing, and a reading specialist. And today, I want to talk to you about how we can have literacy instruction that's more balanced for our elementary homeschooling learners. Now, one challenge many homeschooling parents face is knowing which reading skills to prioritize. Should you focus on vocabulary, comprehension, grammar, fluency? Well, the truth is that strong readers need all of those components working together. That's exactly why I created the Reading Skills Practice Supplementary Curriculum for grades K to 5. Now, what do I mean by creating a balanced literacy curriculum? Well, a balanced literacy curriculum means that you are not just teaching reading in isolation. Kids need to be able to read smoothly and accurately. They need to understand what they're reading. They need to build strong vocabulary skills. They also need to understand sentence structure and grammar, and then apply those skills in writing and discussion. When one area is missing, some kids often struggle with other literacy areas as well. For example, students with weak vocabulary may struggle with comprehension, and kids with weak fluency may have difficulty understanding those longer passages. And children with weak grammar skills often struggle with writing organization. So having a well-balanced literacy instruction strategy is really going to help support the whole reader. Now, my reading curriculum for grades K to 5 is broken into 3 different groups: beginner readers, intermediate readers, and advanced readers. Beginning readers are K to 1st grade level. Intermediate readers are 2nd and 3rd grade level, whereas advanced readers are 4th and 5th grade level. And I'd like to break down the books that I have available for these different levels. We're going to first start with grammar. Now, I have 3 grammar books, K1, 2-3, and 4-5. Now, the curriculum includes these leveled grammar workbooks that are appropriate for a student's grade range. Now, grammar instruction is going to help students understand how language works. And these books, they're going to help support sentence construction, writing clarity, reading comprehension, as well as editing skills. Now, as students move through elementary grades, grammar instruction becomes increasingly important for academic writing success. Now, reading comprehension, this workbook is also going to help students to really think deeply about texts. Students are going to practice finding explicit information. They're going to learn how to make inferences, identify main ideas, understand vocabulary in context, and use text evidence. Now, in each of these reading books, kids are going to have a skill or phonics focus. They're going to have the passage, comprehension questions, as well as vocabulary that's picked out, 5 vocabulary words from each story, and activities that follow. Now, these are essential academic reading skills that students need across all subjects. Now, join me in part 2 as I continue to show you the different activities and books that I have in my curriculum for elementary age students. I'll also talk about how these components work together, about the flexibility it affords you as a homeschooling family as well. So stay tuned for part 2.